Alabama Mindful Movement. I am your host this morning, Margie Curry, and today's session is with our certified yoga instructor, Becca Impello. Becca has been practicing and teaching more than 20 years. So, folks, we want to remind you that AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. AARP is committed to offering opportunities for people to stay engaged from your home. The Mindful Movement series provides an opportunity for you to keep moving in the safety of your home. Hey, Becca, good morning. Good Tuesday morning to you. How are you today?
Good morning, Margie. I'm doing well. I hope you are too.
I am doing well this morning. What do you have for us today?
Well, we're going to do a good, just sort of all around sort of general practice. A lot of things that you've seen me do before if you've been doing this mindful movement series with us for a while. But I'm going to focus a bit on just elevating our energy. We're going to use some breath techniques and some movement things with breathing to just sort of build up our energy for the rest of the day. So we can think of this as a pretty energizing practice, but we'll still get in just at least a bit of the sort of relaxation stuff at the very end to sort of settle us back down, but hopefully to have given us some energy for moving forward in our day.
Oh, sounds fantastic. Thank you. Everyone, please remember that before you begin any exercise routine, please consult with your physician to be sure that it is safe for you to participate. All right, Becca, take it
Okay.
away.
Yeah, here we go. So we're going to do some seated things in the chair and then some standing things as well. And you might use your chair in those standing positions if you want to hold on for balance or stability. All right, so let's just go ahead and sit tall. Have those feet on the floor, hands on your thighs. You can close your eyes if you'd like. I want you to just take a moment to check in with yourself and just notice, what is your energy like right now? How did you sleep? Maybe that's a factor, right? Do you feel well rested or do you feel a bit tired? You may also have, certain things on your list to do today, or you may have just some, sort of some things hanging over you. And that sometimes will affect our energy, right? When we've got a lot going on, we may feel that either our energy is kind of, pushed down because of that anticipation, or it may be kind of up because we've got all this stuff going on and it makes our energy feel a little bit more harried or frenetic, perhaps. So just take another couple of moments just to take stock of your own, feel around how your energy feels right now. It might be something that you notice in your body. It may be something that you're more aware of in your mind and your thoughts. All right, and then begin to focus on your breathing. We're going to start with just taking just some easy full breaths, and then we're going to do a little breath technique here right at the beginning that's intended to sort of elevate our energy, get us, feeling a little more alert, a little more, with it, a little more ready to go sort of thing. So let's start with just breathing in and out fully. Full breath in, full breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another breath like that. Now, this breath technique that we're going to do next is going to be sort of 3 short breaths in and then kind of let it all out. And I'm going to invite you to do something with your hands and your arms if you want to. We're going to turn the palms up when we inhale, and you can either simply lift, just this little bit in front of you, or you can make it a bigger motion out to your sides. But either way, the palms are up and they rise a bit as you take 3 inhales, and then as you exhale, palms down, and just let those hands drop. All right, so here's what it looks like. I'm going to do the big motion first, but then I'll show you doing a smaller motion as well. Keep going. Here's the small motion. We're going to do 3 more breaths, either way you want to do it. Okay, now just pause a moment, check in, see how you feel. You may or may not notice anything change. I feel just a little sort of more buzzy or tingly just in my physical body from taking those sort of breaths that give us a little more ventilation. Right now, the next one we're going to do is going to get us start to warm up in our body and also use the breath. You can take your hands here across the heart or even palms together if you like, or you can bring the hands up to the back of your head. And we're going to be twisting, doesn't have to be real big, but just turn to one side and then turn to the other side. But we're going to breathe with it. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you inhale in one direction, exhale in the other. You could be slower or faster than me, depending. Stop if you feel dizzy or just stop if you feel like you need to take a break. Got 5 more breaths. And then come back to center, drop those arms to your lap. Again, check in, take a moment to notice, how do you feel now? Has there been a change in sensation or a change in the way your energy feels? All right, now let's go ahead and warm up the body a little bit more. Those first 2 things did start to get us warmed up, but let's move into some shoulder rolls. Bring those shoulders forward and up, and then back and down. Nice, feel good to the upper back and the shoulders and the neck, hopefully. 3 more shoulder rolls. Good. Now turn the head right and left. Loosen up that neck a little more. Good. Chin down in front. And then lift and look up. Down and up a few times. You're making your movements always to this, degree, the size, the shape that feels right for your body. You're avoiding anything painful. All right, good. Now let's let those arms drop down to the side. We're going to take one arm out to the side and up. It could stop at your head or come to your heart as an option. And we'll stretch over to the side. And then we'll bring it back to center and then take it the other way. Lift up and stretch over and then bring it back. Now let's see if we can bring some breath in. Inhale as you stretch up and over or as you lean to the side. Exhale to come back to center. Good. Keep it going. We're going to do 2 more, 1 to each side. Nice. All right, come back to center. Let's warm up the legs a little bit. So let's start with a marching. So just picking one knee up, bringing that foot up off the floor. Now, if you want to have a little more challenge, a little more work to this, try taking your arms out to the side. You need a little more support, maybe hold on to the chair. Knees up, one at a time, sit tall. Now let's try to add a kick to this. Lift up, kick out, bring it back up and down. Lift up, kick out, in and down. If your arms get tired, simply bring them down. Got about 4 more. Three. Last 2 on each side. Last one. All right, good. Drop the arms down. I want you to circle your wrists. Big circles around. And then circle them the other way. Good. Now you can do one leg at a time, or you can try both feet up and circle. Go the other way. All right, now let's just turn a little bit sideways in the chair. So any distance that you can turn, if you've got an arm to your chair that gets in the way, well, just go as far as you can, all right? And if it's possible to drop that front leg down, you have some options there. You can keep it just hanging straight down from your hip, or you can try to walk that leg a little further back if you want to, all right? So I'm gonna make some movements. It could be a shoulder roll and get as much of your rib cage rolling, or it could be an arm circle. And you guessed it, we're going to do some breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale. You can turn the body towards the front and then try to turn the body towards the side. Get some movement happening. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale it back and down. 3 more. All right, bring it back around to the front. Pause just a moment. See what you notice within your body. We stretch that one side of the body, so it may feel a little different than the other side. Also check with that energy feel. Are we affecting your energy and the way you feel right now with that? Turn the other way. Again, you're turning as far as you can, and then you have some options to drop this front knee down or to work it further back. All right, and then again, maybe it's a shoulder roll, or maybe it's kind of with the elbow or the whole arm. Inhale, exhale. Three more. One more. All right, turn it back to the front. Take a moment again and notice how that side that you were just working and moving feels. Check in with your energy. Good, let's come on up to standing now. And you're probably gonna wanna maybe use the chair or some other sturdy piece of furniture or a wall, just for something to hold on to as needed. All right, we're gonna start standing behind the chair and going up on tiptoes, and then slowly back down to the heels. Okay, so slowly up and down. If you feel okay, adding a little arm work, reach one arm up and down, and then the other. And if you're feeling even friskier, want to work on that balance, start taking both arms up. Three more times, still breathing in and out, of course. All right, good. Now let's step 1 foot back. Give that heel a press down. Bend the front knee, kind of lunge forward. Should feel like a good stretch on that back side. All right. Now let's switch sides. Bring the other leg forward. Step back and press that back heel down to the ground. And then come back up. All right, now let's go ahead and take that same stance again. So step 1 leg back, have 1 leg close to the chair. We're going to do just a little twisting. Again, we're going to use our breath, try to work with that energy feel. The arm can be a big sweeping arm, or it can stay right here on the heart as you turn, or be a smaller movement arm, okay? So remember, you can always choose that. And you could hold on with the other hand to the chair if you want to. So I'm going to turn towards the side that I have for my front leg. I'm going to turn in that direction, and then back to the front. Inhale as you turn. Exhale, come back to front. Good. Keep breathing. Three more. Now we're going to hold this last one. You can let your breathing slow down a little bit. Maybe keep it in and out of the nose. Turn as far as you're comfortable turning to the side there. Maybe turning your head along with your arm. Your arm could be low. It doesn't have to be all the way behind you. And then unwind it. Face the chair. Let's switch sides. So just take the other leg forward, press the back heel down, get up tall through the chest. Again, you can hold on with the one arm. You're going to turn towards the side of that leg that's forward and then back to the front. And we're going to inhale, exhale. Three more. And we're going to hold this last one. Turn and stay there. Settle that breathing down a little bit quieter, a little bit slower perhaps. Maybe keep holding on. Maybe stretch that other arm forward. And turn it back to the chair. Step in. Now let's just take a little stretch. Walk both feet back. The hands are on the chair or they could be pressing on a wall. And I'm just stretching back as far as feels good to my body. Stretching the arms, stretching the spine, even the hips and the legs. Get a stretch with this one. Go ahead. Walk it in. Now let's turn so that you still have that chair. In fact, you could face the chair. I'm turning because I'm facing the camera. But either way, you're going to step out wide. So again, you could face the chair if you like that better. We're going to step out wide and turn the toes out as well. Okay, how wide? That's up to you. We're going to be doing a little bit of squatting, right? So a little bit of knee bend. That knee bend could be a small knee bend or a really deep knee bend, depending on what feels good for you. And if you need to touch or hold on to that chair at any time for balance, please do so. All right, so arms up, whatever height works for you. Inhale, exhale, sit down, pull those arms down. Inhale, reach up. Now, you could do the arms alone. You could sit in your chair and you could do this with the arms if squatting isn't something that's great for your knees or your legs today. Inhale, exhale. Now, you could be faster if you want to really rev those engines and get that energy going, or you could keep it slower. All right, three more. Then we're going to stay. We're just going to stay a little bit in that squat. Hold on as needed. Pull those shoulder blades, elbows back. Slow down the breathing a little bit. Check in with how you're feeling. All right, now go ahead and let those arms drop down. Walk the legs in a little bit closer, sort of a more normal stance. And take those arms across and give yourself a hug. You could also be seated. If you're ready to sit down again, please feel free to do this one seated in the chair. But wrap those arms around, give yourself a hug. Breathe into that upper back, maybe round the head forward a little bit. Feel that heart beating. Lift up. Notice which arm you have on top. Spread those arms out and back. And then bring them back across. Give yourself a hug again with the other arm on top. Deep breath into that upper back. And then release it and shake it out. We're going to sit back down in the chair. We still got a few more energetic things to do, and then we'll settle it down a little bit, right? So as I sit in that chair, we're going to sit to the front of it, have those feet grounded, and the hands are going to do a pulling and a pushing. And you could get a lot of spinal movement in with this if you want to really arch and bow your back and then really round it as you push forward. So that's an additional motion that you can include in your body if you'd like. All right. Inhale to pull, exhale to push. Let's do that same breath. It's our last time to do this. In through the nose, out through the mouth type of breath. Again, you could get faster, or you could keep it on the slower side. Lots of room there for individual choice on that speed. I'm going a little bit faster for the last couple. You could too. It's up to you. Got 5 more. Good. And then just sit tall. Rest the arms on your lap, your thighs. And take a moment to check in. Notice how you feel. So we're not quite done. We're going to do a few more stretches. And then just like I said, a little bit of a relaxation just to kind of bring us back down a little bit. But I want you right now just to check in. You might put a hand on your heart to feel it beating. Just notice, what's your energy like now? I asked you to pay particular attention to that at the beginning, to notice, whether you felt like your energy was dragging or falling, or whether your energy was high, whether your energy was, frantic or more kind of controlled. So see where it is now. What has changed, if anything? All right, now, like I said, we'll settle it down. We're going to do a couple stretches. Let's try crossing one ankle up to the knee, or cross it to the shin below the knee, maybe even down on the ankle, but turning that leg out as much as you're able to with the inside of the knee pointing up, and then sitting tall and perhaps leaning into it for a little stretch in your hip. And if you wanted to sort of rock back and forth or lean in and then lean back, that sometimes is a good way to help loosen up those hips. All right, maybe holding if you've been rocking. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. And here we're just trying to take a nice, full breath in through the nose and out through the nose. All right, good. Come on down with that leg. Let's cross the other. You can cross to the front of the shin or the ankle, up near the knee, or all the way up on the thigh itself. Again, sit tall. Maybe a little bit of leaning or in and out to start with. And then maybe a hold for a few more breaths. Good, and then let's come out of this one. Take the first leg that you were stretching in. Bring that heel out, toes up. And again, a little lean forward. Get a little stretch through the back of that leg, maybe behind the knee or in the calf. Switch sides. And then bring it back up to seated. You can scoot back in your chair now if you want, a little more support for your back. Now, we're going to finish with some breathing. Now, while I want to, kind of give us the benefit of a little bit of, relaxation technique, I also want us to keep our sort of energy build for use after the class, right? For use for whatever you've got going on with the rest of your day. I'm hoping that we've built a little energy that you can use. So this breath that we're going to do, we're going to sort of use a visualization as well as a movement. We're going to imagine that we're going to take our arms out and we're going to use our physical hands, our shape, to sort of gather our energy, and then we're going to exhale and bring it right here to our center, to our heart. So kind of collect it, hold it, okay, channel it. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, still through the nose here. Bring the hands together. Inhale, gathering that energy. Exhale, bringing it right into the heart, to the center. A couple more times. See if you can slow down a little bit. Just 2 more breaths like that, with the arms, hands moving out, gathering the energy, bringing it in close and holding it. 1 more breath. Let's just stay like this for another moment here. The hands lightly touching. I'm leaving a little bit of space between my palms. Thinking of that space as representing sort of energy that I'm reserving, able to use throughout the day, like a little energy bank account. All right, and then if the eyes are closed, open them up, let those hands drop down to your lap, sit a little taller. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you liked that energy sort of work with our breath and our movement. And any of those little techniques you can take into your day if you need just a little boost of energy to get through something. You might try doing some of those ins and outs with the breath with some kind of movement, right? It could be twisting, it could be arms reaching and pulling, or those little squats. Any of those things might be beneficial to you. So thanks for joining us today. And thanks to AARP of Alabama. And we'll hope to see you next Tuesday for Mindful Movement.
Thank you, Becca. Yes, that session this morning is a great way to get started. Want everyone, please remember to take our survey and let us know what you think about a program. And thank you for joining us. And thank you, Becca, today. Have a great week, everyone.